Welcome to State of the Laundry Industry with Laundry Matt, episode 38, How Not to Raise Wash and Fold Prices. This episode is about how to raise prices on wash and fold, or even in store for that matter. And so first I want to ask the question, how do you cook a frog? And the answer is you turn up the heat. What you don't do is you throw it in boiling water because it's going to jump out. And the same thing is going to happen to your clients if you drastically raise your prices. So one of our clients, they came back from the clean show and they're told over and over again, you need to be a price leader. And they got pumped up, that's what we need to do. And they raised their prices by 50 cents per pound on wash and fold, both in-store and pickup and delivery. And as a result, his first month went great. His income went up, the people still placed their orders, and he had a record September. But then after that, he had a massive fallout. And he called saying, hey, the floor just fell underneath me. His business went down by almost 50%. It was just too much all at one time. See, the psychology behind pricing is you need to raise prices frequently, but do it in such a manner that the customer doesn't decide to stop using the service. If you raise prices drastically, people are going to be shell-shocked and walk away. Same thing for in-store, self-serve, same thing for wash and fold, and pickup and delivery. So one of the lessons here is you don't just want to wait and fall behind in raising your prices 2 years later and then suddenly jump things up by 50 cents all at one time. Typically, we'll raise prices by 5 cents or 10 cents, usually 10 cents at a time at our laundromat. Every single time the customer is faced with a decision when prices go up, one, do they notice the price went up? And two, if they notice, is it enough to change their behavior? So let's take a look at what happened. They raised prices in September and their profit went up, their revenue went up, but then in October and November, things went down, drastically down. So these numbers include both the drop-off and delivery. Let's just take a look at the delivery numbers. We could see the bump is not quite as big as their overall business. And the reason being is on pickup and delivery, the customers saw the prices go up by a lot. And the switching cost, that's an important term, is switching cost. How easy is it for the customer to go somewhere else? So on pickup and delivery, switching cost is actually pretty low. They could just go to a different website and place an order. So he didn't get that massive bump by increasing his prices because a lot of the customers just went elsewhere. But then in October, November, people got the bill, they saw how much it cost, and then they changed their behavior. Now, if we take a look at the in-store after this drastic price increase, he had a huge bump in September. The reason being, if somebody brought their laundry all the way to the laundromat and they found out prices went up by a whole lot, then they're not going to just take their laundry somewhere else because the switching cost is higher. They have to drive somewhere else, they have to find another place, they have to research all that stuff. So they just dropped off their clothes. But you better believe they didn't come back, or many of them did not come back come the following months, October and November. The number one lesson here is you need to frequently increase your prices, because if you wait too long and you have to do a drastic price increase, it's going to make people reconsider, research, and decide whether they want to continue using the service. So you're better off doing it 10 cents at a time. And you'll see on Facebook, every single time somebody says, oh, you got to raise prices, everybody cheers them on because everybody wants everybody else to raise their prices. And then when the going is safe, then they'll go ahead and raise their prices too. So I do agree with being a price leader, but only so much. You have to look at the landscape around you, and you have to look at what the market will bear. So for this client, we're going to help make things right and get these customers back in the door. And the way we're doing that is for their in-store wash and fold clients, we're going to send them a text message. We're also going to send a different text message to their pickup and delivery clients and letting them know we're rolling back prices. But it's still going to be 20 cents more than it was before, but it's not going to be 50 cents more per pound. This business, it's all about retention. And no matter how much new business there is out there, it's always good to take care of the clients that you have. That's really where the bread and butter is. So we're going to get these people back in the habit of doing wash and fold, but just want to let you know, avoid drastic price increases, but it also illustrates the importance of frequent 5 or 10 cent price increases so you don't rock the boat. If you enjoyed the content, please click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Also, I want to thank the Curbside Laundries client for generously allowing us to use his revenue numbers, to help illustrate the point so we could all learn together. And if you'd like to learn more about the Curbside Laundries pickup and delivery solution, please go to curbsidelaundries.com. See you next time.